Fair warning to everyone watching this video, these clips are not for the faint of heart. Here are the top 5 scary lost tapes you are forbidden from watching. Number 5 on this list is the Paraguayan Tape. So there really isn't any given name for this, but I'm calling it the Paraguayan Tape because this footage was discovered in Paraguay several years ago. The footage only really surfaced a few years ago, but it was actually filmed way before that. This footage was taken back in 1994 by what looks to be some children. The clip itself is an amalgamation of a bunch of several second long clips that don't really make a cohesive narrative but are just super eerie. This, also coupled with the audio, makes this clip extremely scary. The audio is a bunch of screams and cries and weird noises that don't even sound human. Some people have chalked it up to being the poor recording equipment, but I really don't think so. Let's play you guys 30 seconds of this clip so you can get an idea what this thing is all about. So that's the first 30 seconds of the video, and as we can see, it's just super creepy. Also, at the end of the clip there, it looked like several teens were running to help one of their friends up off the ground. So either that friend tripped and fell or was attacked by something, and it's tough to say. No one knows what happened to these kids who recorded this or why they made it in the first place. Although I would wager a bet that something bad probably transpired. Everything that I've seen here looks like all the telltale signs of demonic intervention. Let's just hope that this clip wasn't actually the last documented video of these people alive. Number 4 on this list is Deep in the Woods. Back in 2006, there were 2 men who disappeared off the face of the earth. No one knew what happened to them or where they went. That picture got a lot clearer though when this video popped up. In 2007, a YouTube channel called LH posted this clip that was presumably filmed back in 2006. The video follows the exploits of these 2 young men in what the viewer is led to believe is their last moments on planet Earth. The 2 men start out by driving their car into the woods. They pass by a gate and then get to another one which they can't seem to open for some reason. They then get their flashlights and proceed into the darkness on foot. This is where it all goes to hell though. In the clip that I'm about to show you, we will see these 2 men walking through the woods and hear a loud animalistic noise. Then something will jump out at them, so fair warning. So as we can see, a creature lunged forward at the 2 men and got them running back to the car. Then the camera dropped and presumably this was the end of our 2 lads. If we kept playing that clip, then we would have seen one more thing, which is one of the men falling before the camera and then getting dragged off. So I think it's safe to say that these 2 guys didn't make it out of this battle unscathed. What they were doing there, what this thing was, and what ultimately happened to them is all unknown though. For all we know, they got dragged back to this thing's lair and they could still be there today. Number 3 on this list is the Possession. This next clip is from 2 decades ago in Portugal. The YouTuber Chills has actually covered this video before, and even he is pretty terrified of it. The video was filmed on an old camcorder back in 2001. The quality is pretty atrocious, which can be expected from an old camera. The video is centered around several young boys hanging out. It starts off with them just innocently playing, but then they end up doing something they really shouldn't have. They try to contact the dead. As we've seen time and time again, regardless of how you attempt to do this, it usually turns out pretty bad. And that's pretty much what happens here with these boys. In the clip that I'm about to show you, one of the boys gets possessed by some type of demon and falls to the ground convulsing.
Então, ai caraças, posso destino. Lei ficou stila, lei ficou
Merda,
stila.
foste, não mais, opa, a sério, não
Olha,
mais.
ficou stila, olha, ficou stila.
Como foste
Peraí, ó,
fazer
André,
com o
peraí, opa, olha aí.
Mas é o zague-zague, meu Deus.
Opa, calma, isto não Sim, opa, não brinques tu também, meu.
Deixa eu zague-zague, meu Deus.
Mas é o meu,
Sou estilo.
ainda mais gajo não
Opa, calma-se mesmo, assim. Sou estilo.
Estou estilo.
Mas,
Pá, isto mete um
epá, não, eu não meto só.
Outra vez.
mete um gozo do caralho.
Sou estilo.
Eventually, the boy gets up and he's no longer himself. His voice is not his own, and the words he's saying are not the ones that he would normally say. It's clear that he's been possessed by some type of demon. Now, this video of theirs is almost 40 minutes long, and that possession took place at the 5-minute mark. After he gets possessed, he runs out of the home and the lights turn off. The kids are obviously super frightened and don't know what's going on. What ultimately happened to this guy and the demon that possessed him, we may never know for sure. Number 2 on this list is the Masked Man. This is really chilling stuff and was apparently released by the police in an attempt to find the people involved. Once again, we have a clip centered around 2 boys, and once again, they go missing. This time though, it happens in 2005 in Croatia, and we also get a far better view of the man responsible for the disappearances in this one as well. The clip starts out innocently enough with 2 lads just messing around in the park. At one point though, they see a dark figure in the distance. At this time though, they aren't on high alert and don't think much of it. Fast forward a bit though, and he starts to approach them.
Dobro, daj,
Korak.
nemam pojma, daj ga šutni, ja nemaš. Daj ga šutni.
Neću se. Mislim da je pijan, nešto.
Ok, mislim da idemo. Ajmo mi odavde, ajmo.
Ti mu vidio facu? Nema ga, sigurno.
Pa naravno da sam vidio u faci, vidi se.
Nisam skužio, čekaj, kaj je bilo?
So at first, they didn't think it was anything, but then the creepy man came after them. This isn't the end of the story though, as the clip continues. The guys are now in a different area recapping what just happened. Soon afterwards though, the man shows up again, and now the gents are starting to really get concerned. They run away and get to an apartment building. This is where we believe the disappearance actually occurs.
Creepy. Koji kat?
Peti kat.
Just for a split second, we saw him. The man with the mask right in the elevator waiting for the guys. No one knows what happened to these guys and who that masked man was. All we have is this tape and a very sad and scary story. And finally, number 1 on this list is the Paris Catacombs. The Paris Catacombs is one of the creepiest collection of tunnels in the entire world. They were built many years ago and have thousands of dead remains from people back in the day. Many people over the years have speculated on them being extremely haunted, and video footage like this definitely helps add fuel to that fire. The following footage was found on a video recorder deep in the catacombs several years ago.
It's very bizarre. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also, he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very deep inside the catacombs. So basically, he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs, other than the point of view shots or pictures of human bones. The catacombs for centuries.
So my dude is deep inside the catacombs, as the narrator of that clip says. All of a sudden though, things start going wrong.
Decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
now we don't actually know why he started running, but he just did. Clearly something was chasing him that we can't see on the camera. This is truly all we know though. What was after him and if he managed to survive, that's anyone's guess. But there you have it folks, that is our list of the top 5 scary lost tapes that you're forbidden from watching. Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this list and some other scary lost tapes that you guys know about. Also, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host Nicholas Playlog, and I'll catch you next time.